Right now we're in the office. Over here is where all the magic happens. We moved here 3 years ago because the other location was too small. So now we have 3 locations now in Montreal. This picture is actually my dad. It's one of the reasons that I went to be an entrepreneur is because I remember my dad saying to me, if you have a chance, if you have an idea, go for it. Give everything you got. He's in France. When I moved to the States, I told him I will make a fortune, American dream. And he said, son, if you work harder than anybody else, they have a possibility or a higher chance that you will become someone. I was in New York for over than 11 years. I moved to Canada 7 years ago now, and it was supposed to be only for 6 months. And I just fall in love with the city. The Québécois are very, very close to the French culture. When I saw that, I'm like, my God, I can make some business and also have this kind of culture that I miss. Done deal. 8 years after I'm here, my daughter is Canadian, and I think I will be in this country for a long time. I'm born in Paris. My dad was working for a major company, director of sales for a firm that does metal. And my mother was working as the head of the communications at the end of her career for the French NASA, which is called the CNES. I got raised with big values of working hard, and even though they were full-time workers, they were extremely present with my brother and I. I do have a lucky past. I got everything I wanted. I got 3 master's degrees, and I don't have any debt. My parents was able to afford all of that. When I wanted to travel, my dad always told me, go work for a month. Whatever the factory will give you, I will give you the double to be able to travel. I don't want you to feel that you earned that. I went to Boston University. This is where I graduated from my master's degrees. After that, I got my first job in Manhattan. I was working for a company called Villebrequin, which is luxury bathing suits. I was a sales analyst. So happy, working in Manhattan. I found that I love sales. I didn't know, I never did sales before. Even if I had a master's degree, I didn't know how to do sales. My English was not that great, so I knew that I had to work harder, and I got the game quite quickly that more people you see, more people will say yes. I found an ad, and the ad was direct sales will train you, and you can make 150,000 in less than a year, and it will be based on your performance. I came to the interview. The person was straightforward with me. Okay, what is your bigger dream? Like, to be honest with you, when I'm studying to make $1 million, but I know it's crazy. And not in our industry, Adrien. I was like, well, can you pay me $1 million? I'm like, that's not how it works. Right now, what we're doing, we're convincing people face to face. If you know how to do that, you will be someone very rich. And that's how everything started. I'm in a place now that with my hard work, I'm able to choose with who I want to work with. If you want to build the dream, you are the dream. You better right now to create a vision with your people and said, I know what's going on, we'll fix it, and this is how we fix it. And have a plan in your head. Why are you different? What will you do different than your neighbors? You have to accept that if you manage 10 people, you may have 10 problems. If you manage 200 people, you may have 200 problems. The thing's difficult is to do the right things every single day, and you don't know when it comes. You just know it will come, but you don't know when. Well, this area is one of the major reasons why I stay in Canada. I just feel in Europe. So we're getting to my favorite store actually. This is when I'm getting all the suits. It's called Blandin & Delois. Bonjour. How are you?
Welcome.
Thanks. I set up a goal with my business, and when I hit my goal is when I know I can come to you and have something nice. And I want to make something, a new project. So I hit my goal.
Do you want like a whole classic suit, or do you want something more casual?
Something's cool. I don't know. Something like I'm all about the word gentleman, and that's something my brother decided to build his own business. My brother has always been the person the most important for me. He called me and decided to change his career and to be an entrepreneur and ask me my opinion. So I told him you should go with it. He got some other advice and called me after. I made my decisions and we create my own brand. He had a lot of success, opened many boutiques, and then he called me and said, I know you're in New York, between New York and Montreal. What about I'm coming to expand the business? For me, a gentleman is like many things. It's not only the clothes, it's the way how you speak, it's the way how you respect people, and the way how you address yourself. But it's also with your image. You can bring in charisma. The clothes will help a lot. But as soon as I come here, I feel class. You feel good about yourself. Let's respect the clothes. The material is important. The touche is important. For example, today I'm coming because I need a suit be made, but it will go in details about, okay, what kind of presence you want to have, what kind of material you want to have. That will give me something that I will feel that is unique to me. I think we're good now?
Parfait.
I prefer to be in Montreal right now than New York and Paris right now.
Okay.
Ah, bro. Bisous, merci pour le café. So that's most of the time when I do my suits with Cedric. This is where I'm most of the time. You can order those shoes and then you can customize the paint of it. That's how cool it is. That's more expensive. That's another target I have to hit. Step after step. So I will bring you to a place. It's on Fresh Baguette. They have very good sandwiches here. Salut! Ça va? Il y a quelqu'un qui fait un documentaire.
C'est un documentaire?
Ouais. Je vais prendre 2 sandwichs suisses. Ouais. This is life. On Friday, what I do, talk to all my top guys, we come. I told them you can do the cheese you want, a lot of wine, that's what I need. 2 fleurs de sel, 2 caramel fleurs de sel et 2 nature. That's amazing. When you take that, I'm happy right away.
Bonne journée à vous, très
Merci.
élégant.
Merci beaucoup.
D'habitude, mais encore.
All right. Salut Charlotte.
Ça va?
Ça va et toi?
Oui.
All right. It's simple, nothing crazy. It's just cheese, ham, and butter. But with good bread, you will see. With that, you will be happy. Simple things, when it's been done right, is the best. That's Rue Saint-Paul. That's one of the oldest streets we have in Montreal. This is why I'm spending a lot of time. A lot of personality in this town. A lot of personality. Better you can swim there. I did, by the way. I did some jet ski there. The water is not cold at all. In 4 months from now, you can walk on the ice. It's called cannelé. So I took one nature, that way you know what it is, and then with this caramel, salt caramel. Specialty from a city called Cannes. The fact you have this little caramel burn, that's normal. I love eating. I arrived here, I was in an apartment alone, didn't know anybody, I had no reps, and I had to create a dream from scratch. When you wake up, it's a different story. That's when you have a situation when you have 40, 50 guys, few owners, bank account is great. At that time, you have to man up and remember your goal. If you want to be someone, like promise yourself that you will be that person and just give everything you got. To put my daughter in front of my business was one of the hardest things I have to do because I knew it would impact my business. How can I help grow my daughter and how can I grow my business? You have to work way harder, whatever who you are. The fact we're uncomfortable is because we decide to be in that place. Entrepreneur is about risk. How you will take the risk. But risk is not always about money. Risk will be don't spend time with your friend for years and hoping they will still be around you. And I lost a lot of friends because of that. Be okay with your situations. Don't think too much. When you start to think too much, things don't happen to you. If you do it every single day, one day you will have success, guaranteed. How long it will take you, depending about the effort and the techniques you're using on a day-to-day basis. If you have goals, and a high goal, understand that you will have to do something different than other people. That if you want to have different situations, very, very probably you will have more problem than other people. And it's okay, more problem you have, more thing you handle, that's what it means. You work for you at the end. You don't work for anybody else. Work hard now. If you give yourself a promise, you will work hard for 2 years. Don't be weak on yourself. In this business changed my life in so many ways. I just hope for the people that see the same thing that I saw, that they can see it quicker than I did. And then I will meet them and say, and one day I listen to your video and now it's very different, my life changed.